Thank you for taking the time.
Gladly so. Thanks for having me.
I have some quickfire questions for you. So, when you came first to Brussels, my first impression of Brussels was?
Not a love at first sight, but certainly at second.
Okay. A place where I especially enjoy spending time is?
The Woluwe Park, a little bit outside of Brussels on the east side. It has a lot of nice ponds and green spaces. It's calm. It's nice for relaxation on the weekends or after work. And it helps to have some green around, while Brussels, as nice as it is still also a pretty gray city. So yes, that's a nice park.
A moment in my work that made me proud was?
The publication of our political declaration of our Board of Trustees. That was 1.5 years ago. We had a lot of Board of Trustees members here in Brussels. And we took their main points, the main issues on the European policies and published this declaration in various news formats, both in newspapers, but also in political news feeds and political communication. So that was a very central moment for our political work here.
Brussels is professionally exciting for me because
it has a huge impact on the national legislation, the national policies in the member states, but also it's internally complicated because from different member states come different interests, and the Commission has a very wide agenda on what they want to change and what they want to impact. So it's a very diverse political field to work in, with very different stakeholders and very different and various interests. And that makes it especially exciting given how big the impact of the political work here actually is at the end of the day, especially for family businesses in Germany and Europe.
What is Team Brussels doing? Give me a typical work week. What are you guys doing here?
We work in different directions. Our main direction, our main point of daily work is bringing experience and insights from family businesses and their daily doing to political stakeholders and decision makers. We do that in talks, we do that in various exchange formats like events, we do that with position papers based on research work from our sister foundation. We try to impact and try to participate in the political debates here in Brussels. On the other hand, it's important for us to inform owners and shareholders on what's actually going on in Brussels, because we understand that Brussels is not as close in the reception of many people like the political Berlin is, for example. So we try to make info as short and as interesting as possible on what's going on the political stage in Brussels on a weekly basis, at least.
What are you currently working on?
A central factor we're working on, as you can see from the daily newspaper reports also, is of course the transatlantic trade dispute, since the potential impact of US tariffs would be very big on the European side, and especially for our family businesses. Another central topic for us right now is cutting red tape. The proposals from the European Commission from February last year, reducing bureaucracy, reducing bureaucratic burdens, especially in the areas of sustainability reporting and supply chain regulation are very important factors for us right now. So we're trying to support the Commission's proposals to bring some simplification in these fields. They date back to February from this year. So now in the Parliament and in the Council, the negotiations go on. And this is a topic and this is a political area that we strongly focus on in our day-to-day work here in Brussels.
Could you give me like a top issue for family businesses?
Yes, it's overregulation. And I know it's been said before, and I know it will be said again, but when you read that the European Union only in the legislative period from 2019 to 2024 released roughly 13,000 new legislative acts, and you compare that to the US side, at the same time, only roughly 5,000 legislative acts were published, 5,000 to 13,000. then it gives you an idea of how fast the legislative process goes and how big the legislative and regulatory outcome in Brussels actually is. Not every regulatory act is negative. Many bring simplifications for companies. But overall, Europe is overregulated more and more. And that's a main topic that family businesses tell me here in Brussels, that this is a thing we need to work on, make the regulatory framework more comprehensible, more practical on a day-to-day basis, and at the end of the day, more balanced for companies to follow them in a balanced and in a practical and legally secure way.
Well, thank you. Now let's have a look at your office. Could you introduce some members for us?
Absolutely. Please follow me. We're going to go down this way. Come on in and meet Carolin.
Hi, Moritz.
Carolin is our policy advisor. She's been with us here in the Brussels office for more than a year already. Time is flying by. We're glad to have you.
Well, since the lunch break is about to start, why don't we head out and meet the third member of our team? Come on.
Absolutely. Let's go.